Yes, welcome everyone, welcome the lovely, the beautiful, the Aura, Mielikka, aka 16 Squats and Seki Kuro. Welcome to the stream.
Hello there.
What?
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 What? Hey.
Welcome to the welcome.
Yeah, so what
We're back.
what happened to Potato? Why did Potato become like a Christmas light?
He is a Christmas tree, yes. There is no why, he just is. It's just this. What else? What else can I say? Shake my head, Potato. Shake my head. But something that I wanted to do, Krupp, was recap what happened last episode.
Mm-hmm. What happened last episode?
Well, if you remember, I believe this was last episode. Maybe it was the episode before. We went to the crashed Garlean airship. We
Yeah, and we went to talk to a dragon.
Kind of. So we assumed that the Garleans were doing something nefarious on the ship. Apparently they weren't. they weren't really doing it. They were just scavenging it. They were just looking for supplies because apparently their supply routes have been cut because of the downfall of, like, you know, La Habrea. No, not La Habrea. The big guy, the golden boy. What was his name?
I mean, it was because of our like organized attack that like
what was
they
his
were
name?
cut off from the empire.
What was his name?
Gaius?
Gaius, that's it. Gaius, like the full of Gaius, and like full of.
Oh, what was it? The other guy.
The legion that was here. So yeah, so they were feeling a little bit desperate, and then when we got in there, oh right, we were also investigating because of the roar, right? Like we suspected that something was up with the dragon.
Yeah,
maybe?
each guard requested our help, so we
Yeah.
went to request as a neutral party, I guess.
Yes, and when we got there, we found out that the dragon apparently never died.
Yeah.
He's probably like a primal, maybe. Probably.
It's something
right?
else entirely, but he's also like a being.
Yeah. It feels like he's maybe on the level of Hydaelyn, right?
Yeah.
Like, if someone has the power to get rid of like our connection with Hydaelyn, then he's gonna be pretty powerful, you know?
Yeah, because actually, I don't know if this is a who said that. If this was part of the monk quest line actually, or if that was something else. Where the way it worked, when like it was like a whole mythology kind of thing where like there were the gods of the sky and the water or something like that, and they created that lake, and they needed a protector, so Midgard became the protector of the lake. So like he's not one of them, like he's not part of that group, but like he was like related to them like that way. So like it appears the dragons are like their own like, you know, separate group, but they also like on the same level as the gods, I guess.
Kind of. Like, I guess because I was thinking that he couldn't be a primal because Bahamut was the dragon primal, essentially, if you remember, because all the dragons were praying to Bahamut. That's why he was alive. But the dragon of the lake seems a little bit different, maybe, because he's also alive like Bahamut was, but I don't think he's being kept alive because of prayers. He is his own thing.
Yeah, he never died. He's not kept like he just never died.
He's like hibernating. He's like sleeping. You know, he was tired. It was a long night. Sleepy. And he kind of reincarnated himself into the baby dragon that now follows us around. But no one else can see the baby dragon. Only we can see the baby.
Yeah,
dragon.
that's very weird.
Yeah, and we haven't told anyone. That's the weirdest part. We haven't told anyone about it. The fact that we're being followed around by the baby dragon and that it talks to us. I feel like that's pretty important information.
Yeah, I mean, we did tell them that we talked to Midgar some, and we did tell Minfilia that he like took away our echo, but we
Yeah.
didn't tell anything else.
Yeah, exactly. We're like withholding information for some reason. I feel like the biggest problem I have with that is that we don't have a reason to withhold information.
I
You
mean,
could.
I guess maybe we assume that they just will consider us like tainted or something. They just won't want to work with us.
No, that's for Ishgard specifically, but when it comes to the what are the silver serpents? No, what are
No,
they
I
called?
mean our like I mean science as well, because like we don't have echo, so we're not as useful, and then we also have like this weird dragon following us around, so we may be we may be a risk.
Sure, but we don't know if we are a risk or not. Like we don't even know. Maybe we are. I don't know. Like that's why it's important to tell people so they can like have that in the back of their mind and maybe prepare for something like that. Like we know what the fuck's gonna happen. What if you remember, because we don't have the echo, we can't protect ourselves from getting taken over by the Ashians. So like that's important for people to know.
Not by the Ashians, by the
by other
primals.
by other primals. Yeah. But potentially.
But Ashians
Ashian
already
primals.
know as well.
Yeah.
Because if you remember,
Yeah.
with Brida, we encountered Ashian who was like, "Oh, you don't have the light anymore."
Well, I mean, that's the thing. They know before we told anyone else. Which is
It's like
why
our enemy knows more than our group, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. So other than that, as soon as that happens, the dragons unleash an attack on Ishgard. Ishgard fell back and almost they lost their wards, because then the Ice Queen came back as well, and apparently she's working together with the dragons. I thought that we were going to fight the Ice Queen on the bridge, but apparently she's gone. She just
She
disappeared.
just did her job. Like,
well, no, because if you remember the cinematic, she broke the wards and then she kept going like over the bridge, and then that's the kind of it. Like we never heard that she broke through any other wards or anything. So like, yeah, that's weird. But yeah, she's still involved as well. And I want to say the last thing we heard was just before we ended the last stream is that we heard that we're going back to Thanalan, right?
Thanalan?
Yeah. I think we got like a cinematic or something, and we're like, okay, now like that was one of our biggest complaints, was that we kept jumping back and forth between storylines.
Like because of the whole like some conspiration, whatever that's happening.
Conspiracy,
sorry. The one with the Ilbert, where Ilbert seems to be like.
Yes.
Yep, messing things up.
Yeah. We found out about like corruption within the Seven Silence of the the other one, the
Crystal Braves.
The Crystal Braves, yeah. There's like corruption going on there, and I'm pretty sure now we're finally returning to Thanalan, which again is weird. Like basically we finished the fight on the bridge of Ishgard, and then straight away after that it's like, okay, let's go back to Thanalan. It's like,
and
it's like you're leaving things unfinished.
Alfino still didn't get stabbed.
He still has, unfortunately.
I like him, but like this is risky.
Well, I mean, it's yeah. So, is it time to start?
I guess so.
Okay, let's go.
Where are we going? We're going to Minfilia first, right?
The Revenant's Toll. No discount. $2 a retainer, but the companion app service is $5. A retainer plus another Chocobo saddlebag. Plus whatever the companion app does. So the companion app is more expensive than a retainer, but it gives you more than just a retainer.
Hold on, I need to stretch. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to stretch your hands. With your fingers.
Okay, there we go. Hello, Steel Mold. Why are you running around and jumping? Do you have it? Look, if we're not doing something, we gotta be running, okay? Okay, let's go in. The Rising Stones. Stretch your potato, exactly. Make sure you stretch your potato, everyone. What?
What?
Okay, we're going into the solar. We're not talking to Tataru.
Yeah. I mean, last time we literally like left Minfilia. And she was there. I have something to say. No.
Oh right, the Freya died. No, what's it? Mumbrida.
Freya. Freya. Oh boy.
Mumbrida died, and we still haven't seen Urianger's reaction to it.
I mean, we
Something
saw
we're waiting
Riaja's
for.
reaction. His reaction was he wants to be on his own.
Yes, his reaction was, "I'm gonna react somewhere else." So, tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you are ready.
I am ready.
Okay.
But it's my line anyway.
Yes.
Mielikka, welcome back. Alfino sent word of the siege, and, of course, of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Mielikka. Thank you.
Minfilia seems to loathe to put you to further trouble so soon after your last great exertion. We did exert ourselves.
You must be wary, Mielikka. And now may very well be your only chance to... Antecedent! Look, I'm not destroying my throat today.
That's good.
A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you.
Why do we even have link shells if we're just still walking to each other?
I know, right? The royal seal. Curious indeed.
The Ul'dah, the Sultana.
Ah, an invitation.
Is she getting married?
No, remember she's stepping down. Remember, Sultana?
No, I was gonna say, is the other way that she steps down to get married to Gegeruju or whatever, so that he gets to be king?
Oh,
What's his name?
no. I don't know
What's
which
the Lala?
one. I don't know which Lala you're talking about.
I'm talking about the bad one, the evil one, the one who's
Teleji.
Teleji. There you go. Like that could be the other way he does it, right? Is that he gets power by becoming king?
Yeah, but wasn't she gonna step down?
No, that's her way of stepping down, is to just pass it off to him, right?
Do you think she's that stupid?
Oh, she's pretty stupid.
But do you think she's that stupid?
Nah, I don't think so. She's not that little. That's fine.
So, what the fuck? There are seagulls in front of my window again. This is so weird.
I'm going.
On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul'namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah, in honor of Ishgard's recent victory.
I'll be honest, I had no idea what her name was until now. I was like, who? Nanamo Ul'namo?
Look, you don't remember half of the names here, so...
Sultana. So, as if you knew that's what her name was.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, now you know.
No, I did. I actually did. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege. You, for your valiant, right? Valiant efforts as commander of the adventurous contingent. English, please. And the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states.
Ernest.
Look, English makes no sense. The same letters you can read 3 different ways. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All 3 refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press the Ishgar's return to the Eorzean alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Brida, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief, for the good of the realm.
We already had a funeral.
Look, it looks like it's all happening in one day, to be honest. So, yeah. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse or to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Use the link shell. God. Stop running around.
Curious. I have never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? It's like, oh, she stood in the middle of the room and sighed loudly. It's like, huh.
It's like, could something be amiss? Yes, but we're not going to come back to this until 3 quests from now. Okay.
Yep.
We're going to go to Ul'dah first. Then we'll come back. Remember that she sighed and talked to that.
Mipilia is Tataru's trouble. I'm certain of it. Would you mind speaking with her? Dun dun dun.
Okay,
I guess we are finding out.
Yeah. She's gone. She's the mole.
Dun dun dun.
Tataru is conspicuous by her absence.
Speak to Flamin. Are you ready?
It's your line.
Tataru? I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied.
Is she gonna make like a surprise funeral party for Brida?
Do we want to talk to anyone here?
Nah, it's okay.
Hold on. Why are there so many girls? No, hold on. Tancred apparently invited a whole bunch of women and they are now arguing for him.
Oh my god. Why do we keep this person around?
Look, there's like a whole just crowd of women of different races, and he's just like trying to calm down the situation.
I found Tataru.
God damn it, Tancred.
Waiting for you. Get up.
I'm sorry. I was very busy checking out them laughing and Tancred because everybody is laughing at him. Like they're just standing there watching him struggle. Okay, where is Tataru? Coming. I think. Wait, is it upstairs? Yeah. It's
Mount up, mount up.
Okay. Oh, Mielikka, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing really. It's not nothing exactly. But it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. Ah, you always know what to say, Mielikka. I'm glad we had this little chat. We didn't say anything. Okay.
Okay, now I have to go back to talk to Minfilia. Huh. Okay.
Wait, what is the terrace? Okay. I think she may be leaving. I don't know.
Waiting.
Yes, Tataru? You have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Mielikka made me realize that there's no time like the present. And time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Coltanet have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard.
Okay.
That smile! It looks so evil. I just want to point out that makes Tataru more competent than Minfilia, and that's saying a lot.
Oh my god. Whoa, hey! Whoa. That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafel. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, Antecedent?
Oh, I'm back. Ah, not a present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me?
Oh, yes. Pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Take that, Tato.
Yeah, take that. Oh.
Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party.
I guess who that's gonna be. Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able.
My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave of you. It's very, very proper when speaking to his boss.
Yeah.
Alright, Minfilia. Oh my god, 2 quests!
That's interesting.
Unexpected ambition. Minfilia is at a loss for words.
The power to defend oneself? Tataru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Urianger mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsalomisa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety.
Why are we starting another quest line? We have a storyline, sorry. We have so many others to focus on.
Yeah, but also I just want to point out, it's like, oh my god, she went to learn. She left. She went to school. Those kids, they grow up so fast.
Yeah, I know.
It's normal to go to a guild to learn. Like, everybody here does that.
I don't like this. I would prefer if like she just goes and then just the next time we interact with her, she's already an Arcanist. Like I don't like us going there and then helping her because she's like, you know, having a hard time. Or
yeah,
whatever.
I don't want us to be helping her like on the, but like I would like, I don't think she should be like immediately like Arcanist, but like we could be like get updates every now and then. Be like, oh hey, like I've done this in this time and I'm gonna keep practicing or something.
No, when I say next time we see her, I mean we're not going to see her for like another like 10, 15, 20 quests.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the time skip for her. Hello, freshers. Good morning.
Let's take the other quest.
Miniphilia is eyeing you with a mixture of regret and desperation.
I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? I can't read that straight. Well, I am sorry to say that I have as yet been unable to do so. Now I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents. But I have no one else to turn to at the present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Once again, I am incompetent. Generous to a thought. I thank you, Mielikka. Now it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Hoary Boulder and Kultanet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, said adventurer is not present fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon you your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Mielikka. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe.
Shaking my head for sure.
God damn it, for sure. Do you know what's on the menu? Me and you.
God damn.
That was not the worst one. Yeah, there were worse.
There have been worse. Still not good. I think the worst thing about this quest, by the way, is that I wish they like got like Tancred or Papalimo or one of them to do this instead. Because like these are two characters that we're like slowly like getting a little bit more screen time with. It would be nice if they interacted more with like the other Scions instead of just us, just to like foster that group mentality.
I feel like like there's also this problem where there are the Scions and there are the Crystal Braves, and it feels like, you know, because everything is like managed by the same people, it gets blurred. And like maybe like she doesn't want to send Papalemo because they are not like part of the Crystal Braves, they are part of the Scions. So it's like my head hurts.
But Hoary Boulder is a part of the Scions.
No, he's part of Crystal Braves, I'm pretty sure.
No, otherwise he'd be wearing the Crystal Braves outfit.
True. Yeah, I'm confused. So
no, these guys were introduced before the Crystal Braves.
Okay.
Like they're Scion.
Okay.
So like that's why like it would make more sense if like Tancred or Papalimo or whatever.
I mean, Tancred is literally busy getting girls into like our secret like office. Like
Well, for me, Thancred still hasn't redeemed himself. Like in my mind,
Yeah.
he's still a degenerate who like betrayed all of us, and that just happened recently. And like he just hasn't done anything. He just hasn't done anything. So like if you remember, for like one or two quests afterwards, he was like, "Oh, I really want to like make up for things, and I really want to be active, and I really want to do things, and
And then
I
he
want to
went
make
back.
up for."
Then he went back to
Well,
hitting on girls.
Well, no, like it just that didn't last very long at all, and he never did anything impactful.
Yeah.
He just hasn't done anything, so he hasn't earned the right to be lax again. He should still be like anxious and wanting to keep his job. So yeah,
They're all gone. Did they eat Tancred?
I'm speaking to Coltonat.
Okay, then we can speak to Flamin because she's still there.
I had no idea that you would be assisting us personally, Light. My sincerest apologies for dragging you into our affairs. That's okay.
Tancred is recovering by meeting girls. Yeah.
Alright. Can speak to Flamin.
Another storm has come and gone. These moments of peace never last long, though, do they?
Can speak to Hori Boulder. Ah, Light. Is it true that you agree to lend us a hand? Duh. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Cultinants? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Ah yes, fillet me more. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route. True. But our mission is the same. Separated by mounds we may be, but in spirit we shall be together.
So hype.
If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Light, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Light. In spirit, we shall be together every step of the way.
Oh my god.
Alright, Baldy, you need to calm down.
But we're gonna be together in spirit.
I love him. He's one of my favorite characters now.
I mean, he has a personality. You gotta give him that.
Yeah.
It's very hype. He's the hype man of the Scions.
He's got the body of a Rogadin, but the heart of a Lalafel. It's great.
Sure.
I'm waiting outside.
Guess what? I have a button. Guys, I'm so proud. I looked up a macro for riding a pillion.
Nice.
It's great.
Okay. The scholar's right next to us.
I'm still loading.
Oh, he is unsettled. So don't forget your chocobo.
Just put the chocobos on top of him. What could go wrong?
At last, the Scion's man deigns. Wait, what? At last, the Scion's man deigns to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Osamhar. Come, we are late enough as it is.
Okay. Nice to meet you too.
Up. Yes, we're escorting him. Let's just fly straight there.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought we would have to walk alongside him.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
I mean,
that's
even
what
Leaf quests have escort missions. Why doesn't main quest have an escort mission? I'm actually upset about that. As much as escort missions can be bothersome.
Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need no explanation that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please, stand at an appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts.
This guy seems very upset. He must have been dealing with some incompetent people.
Nice. Ah, I see. We have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome. Though I could make one suggestion. You might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not like to pick faults, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, Snake Mortar waits. Shall we?
Hey, next time I'll use my dagger. Good.
I like this guy. Hold on.
You do?
Yeah. He's now my second favorite.
Why? Why do you like him?
Nah, because he's a piece of shit.
Why do you like
great.
him as a piece of shit?
It's great.
Hey, to be honest, after we did the monk quest line, like, this guy is nothing.
It's like, thank you for saving my life, but can you like quiet it down, please? Like, I can't hear myself think, you fucks.
Fucks with their fancy bows.
Right about here. Yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Oh. Quack. Quack, potato. Quack.
Quiet! Don't use music. You have to be
Oh,
quiet.
true.
Gonna get us fired.
Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have more site to survey.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused just because this does feel like the exact same thing that we were doing for or not the exact, similar to what we were doing with the monk quest line, like taking etheric readings, and these are like kind of similar places that we took them before, if you remember.
I wonder if it's related.
Maybe.
Because if you remember, like, monk quest line gives a lot of like lore, especially historical lore. So maybe related.
Maybe. Is it going to confirm that chi is a real thing?
No.
As before, my guardian, please pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety.
You are standing right on top of the revenants, but okay, whatever you say.
Ah, but they're big and floofy.
Fluffy. They're fluffy.
Yes. Yes. They're like ghosts from Mario.
I mean, they are.
Ah, fuck him up!
But you said they are fluffy!
Yes, fuck him up!
But there's more.
Ah!
Can aim.
This data should prove invaluable to... Oh, ye gods. What is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now. To Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal.
Look.
I think what would have made that better is that if we did have to kill an adamantoise, that would have been. I would have appreciated that. And he just didn't notice. You chose to paddle in the ichor a while longer, I take it. Ugh, no matter. I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in Edosia's ambient ether concentration since the calamity. Oh! However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. That wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense because, from my understanding, according to the patch notes, we should have killed Bahamut by now, which means his ether should have been returned to Edosia, like to the land. So it doesn't make sense that we have less than before. So hello, Asher, bro. Hello. Hey, don't think I didn't notice you playing World of Warcraft earlier. I saw.
Asher, I heard you wanted to play Final Fantasy. Will you play Final Fantasy with us? You can play Final Fantasy if you want to play Final Fantasy, and you can join our Discord to play Final Fantasy. Yes.
Final Fantasy.
Did I mention Final Fantasy?
Alright, let's speak to him. Who better to serve the scions of the Seventh Dawn than a humble scholar and his faithful assistant? For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fount. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was rhetorical. Now, come along.
As I said, like after talking to the guy from Northwest, like this is nothing. You cannot offend me. Like that guy literally calls you stupid every time you talk to him.
Soonj.
Asher, join our Discord. The free trial is once again available if you want to check that first. So, just saying. And we are playing once again, so you can find us there.
Look, he's waiting for his WoW subscription to run out, okay?
Look, I'm just saying that even Chase started playing yesterday again. Okay?
It was this morning.
Look, for me it was yesterday.
Look, there's cat girls, there's cat boys, there's bunny boys, there's bunny girls. There's scantily clad clothing.
And we have a house.
What more could you ask? We have a house. We have chocobos. We have ducks. Amazing ducks.
Yeah, even Chase.
Alright. Okay. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray, find a suitable position from which to keep watch while I take the measurements.
No, remember, we can't make a noise. Okay?
True. Yo, the throwback will be if the Black Knight shows up.
I don't think so, but yeah.
It'd be great. Oh, we get a cutscene this time.
Yeah, because it wasn't purple.
Yes. Quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else. something else. Scion, come here. I need you. Oh, it's him. He's dead.
No.
Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived.
Was that the guy who was supposed to protect him?
There you are, Light. Hori and I were worried. When you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hug. But not by one. No. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put much of a fight up either. Nary a mark on his sword. Or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilfred to come here? That's what I mean, it's Wilfred! It's Wilfred!
It's Wilred, by the way.
It's... Alright, Wilfred. Okay, hold on. Wilred was he the leader of the third operation? Right?
He was the one who wanted to fight, so he was at the front.
Yeah. He was the leader of the Third Legion.
And by the way, because as I was replaying the previous MSQ, Wilred is the guy we met in Little Alamigo. He was one of the youths who wanted to like fight, and they were like tricked by Asians, and like we saved them from being tempered.
And if you remember, Wilred was actually getting suspicious of the guy. What's his name?
Ilbert.
No. Huh?
Ilbert,
yeah, he was getting suspicious of Ilbert.
Like he wasn't directly getting suspicious of him, but he was like, this doesn't look right. He was like, shouldn't there be more supplies? Like that's not what I heard.
He was like, something's wrong here.
Yeah, but like he wasn't like, you know, in the know to like make any calls. He was just like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Because Riol was the one who said that he gets different information. Like he was like proper suspicious. But Wilfred is just like whatever.
Riol is the one who's actually investigating though.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like Wilfred is just like, you know, too young. Like he doesn't know.
Yeah, he was just suspicious. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilfred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection. Light. Aye, and the boy remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The Antecedent will want to know what happened here. And so do I.
Angry Boulder.
Boulder smash! Let's go!
See, no, fortunately, like they didn't make Hori Boulder like stupid. That would be boring. Like he's like overly hype and all, but like he's not stupid.
Yeah, he's very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
We spoke a few times in the Rising Stones. He wasn't as experienced as some of the other Braves, but gods, he had passion.
Yeah, he would be fitting with Boulder.
He would. They would have been good together.
Yeah. Maybe they shouldn't put him as commander on his first, you know. just a suggestion.
I'm speaking to the scholar.
I'm speaking to Coltonet. Get.
I've never been this close to her. Oh God. I hate that they never gave this guy a name. It would be nice if they gave him a name and then he became a recurring character. Like someone who started off very like stiff and very, you know, very pompous.
Yeah, even
even
if he's just like, you know, like a character that just hangs out at Rising Stones or something. Like he doesn't need like proper story, but just like so we see him every now and then.
Yeah. It would be nice. Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matter here to us, Light. You must return to the Rising Stones and inform the Antecedent at once. Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
Asher, bro, he's dead. Do you not understand, Asher, bro? This is something that we've seen coming for the past 4 months.
Yep. And nobody listened.
No one did anything about it.
And
we just all watched.
We are still surprised that Alphino is alive.
Exactly. Let's go inside. Alright, we can talk to Famine. Okay, she has nothing extra. So there's nothing to say here. Let's keep going. Alright, Minfilia. I'm ready when you are.
Mielikka, you are returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Willard, dead! Mayhap murdered! By the 12! How can that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation, and send word to Willard's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this? And why? I have no idea. Look.
Oh, she has no idea. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, we knew that. By the way, that's the end of this quest. Just want to point that out. Just don't follow up.
See, now we have to go to fucking Tato. See, this is what I mean by jumping around. Like, this is pretty important. We should follow this up. The Tato thing is literally a side quest. I don't understand why it's a main quest. It's stupid.
Like this should be like you know, we should like follow this. At least we should follow it, like, you know, to like tell Alphino or something, and like, you know, see where it goes, and like maybe give them some time to investigate. But like there should be a follow up after this, and not just like, hey, we reported it, done.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm in Limsa.
Okay. But I guess on the other hand, like that's what people would normally do in an organization. They would just report things and move on. Because this is the problem. Technically, we're not anyone important, like management.
I disagree. I just nah. You keep. I think you brought that up like twice now, and I think
we have no title. We have no title in the organization.
That doesn't matter though. Like, I'm pretty sure we rank higher than almost everyone else.
But that's
even
the problem.
Minfilia.
It's like unclear.
No, but even if we had a title, like, I feel like everything would still be happening the way it is. Like, just the way the story is written. I don't think it matters. Why is there a naked cat boy here? I mean, bunny boy here.
Look. I don't know if it was this server. I think it was on another server. There's a naked Rogadin standing in the markets and singing all the time.
Yeah, but that makes sense though. That's a Rogadin. That's fine. Oh, she's downstairs. Yeah.
Although I'm hitting things. I can't go.
Whenever I think of these stairs, I think of Vortex getting stuck for like an hour.
Yep.
Not figuring out that there were stairs to go downstairs. Okay. I am with Tato.
Look at her outfit. It's a nice outfit. Mielikka, what are you doing here? I didn't mean for her to worry. It's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, as Mistress superhero game's behest. I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again.
Can we leave? She knows what she's doing. It's fine.
Thank you
go
for the
upstairs.
raid, Matsui Isekai.
Oh,
That's a new face.
thank you. I hope you enjoyed your, I assume, Final Fantasy stream.
Yeah, it seems like they're saying that they have level 70 ninja on EU.
Oh, nice.
I do have a character on EU, but I rarely play it. So. And we are still in Realm Reborn. We're not even in heaven.
Yeah. If you could see, we are playing on North American servers. And yes, we're still working through the Realm Reborn questline.
Where did you?
Over here, inside.
Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Do you require assistance? So you are acquainted with our newest member? I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataro may not be ideally suited to the study of Arcanima.
I was about to say, like what I would love is that Tato, she's happy about doing something else. If she failed here, and if we followed her around and she went to like a bunch of different guild masters, and like after this she tried like scholar, scholar, and then conjurer, and then like warrior or whatever, and until she like finally either she settles on something that she's actually good at, or she just goes back to being a receptionist.
Yeah, she just goes back to being a receptionist. Be like, no, fighting is not for me actually.
Yeah.
Oh good, that's maybe the line. Oh no. Nevertheless, she would not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial. A simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me. Why not supervise Tataru's training? You are clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the girl, you seem an ideal person to have on hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of the Zephyr Gate. You need only observe at a distance. By the way, I can confirm that is part of the Arcanist questline, to inspect the crates. So I'm glad that they are actually, sticking to that.
Nice. Regardless, like I was still gonna say, who are we to judge whether she's doing it correctly or not? Like we don't know anything about.
I mean, I don't think we're there to judge her. I think we're there to just, support her if things go bad.
Okay.
Like basically, she's saying, "I'm afraid she's gonna get eaten. Can you please look after her?"
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Even though like I would.
Yaku, buy the game. I don't.
Shaking my head. Can you ban Yaku? Can you just like?
I can. Hold on.
Shaking my head, Yaku. Shaking my head. I was gonna say that even though I would love for Tataru to like I think it would be fitting for her to have her own side story, like trying to fit in or trying to figure out what she's good at. I also don't want to spend that much time with Tataru. I just it's too long.
Yeah,
it's too long.
It's not even that, like I feel like we are being too involved in it.
Yeah.
Like for considering other things that are currently going on, we are being too involved. Like we should be focusing on the other stuff happening.
Yeah. She let her fly free. She can take care of herself.
Yeah, like that was the whole
way.
point. That like she wanted to do it on her own.
Yeah.
Somebody's fighting a good leader.
She's supposed to be more independent. Well, that's the point of this.
Yeah, that was the point.
Okay, let's spy on Tataru. It's not creepy at all. Oh boy. Good luck.
Oh boy, what's the melody? where Azure ceased to pirate sport, where she met her shining jewel. She's very good at singing. For to bring the smuggler's plans to naught, come the last whom none could fool. Beaten with a backdraft, gather with a gust, taken with a downburst, go Kaboku go! Oh ho ho ho! Are those crates I spy?
Oh no!
Ah, and this must be the true test! But we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle?
I would like it if she gave her Carbuncle like a nickname. Oh no, it's gonna no!
Carbuncle?
Oh no, she's dead. It's over.
I didn't know carbuncles can run away.
She's like, nope. I'm
It
done.
like noped out.
I've had enough of your singing. It was off tune. There was no melody. It's as if you didn't know what the hell you were singing.
Wah! Come back, Carbuncle! See,
We
this
didn't even help her.
Nope. See, this is why I would like if that was a thing, but I know it can't be. If you are an arcanist, if you could like actually show her how to do this, but like that would be like too specific. Why, hello there, Tataru. Are you ready? I should have known you'd come, Mielikka. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. I betrayed by my own carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Tibergame of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond me.
Didn't even say anything.
Yeah,
We're not even emotional support. Why are we here?
Yeah.
Why are we here?
We should give her some support, right?
We didn't step in to save her from the rats, and we didn't
Yeah.
say anything emotionally to help her either.
That was sad.
You know, we should have been like, hey, you know, maybe relying on like a spectral minion isn't the thing for
Yeah, it's
you.
like maybe try something else, right?
Here, have a bow. You know,
Yeah.
anything else. Shake it.
Also, hold on, I wanted to say something. Now I don't remember. I had something and I forgot. Get down. There it goes. But yeah, I thought she gave up very easily. And so,
did.
oh yeah, I wanted to say, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen now.
What?
You know what's gonna happen. She's gonna go to Wedge, and he's gonna teach her. Because for Tataru, he will learn how to fight.
That would be the greatest storyline ever. If she went to Wedge and they had like this really awkward interaction. It's not gonna happen. See, Wedge should have been here instead. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, that would be a great story, especially because when you end like Wedge says that he's not giving up on her, like he's gonna get there.
Alright.
Ah, back so soon. How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Terbergame. Abysmally, as Mielikka will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time.
Screenshotting that.
Look, I don't hate Tataru that much. Like she's a comic relief, but like she's trying.
In my mind, because this was in patch 2.4, right? 2.4, 2.5. In my mind, this quest and that line right there is the devs apologizing for how useless Tataru has been. I like this. Because I'm like 60% sure that this is what this is. I'm 60% sure that the devs, like who are creating the story, recognize like how annoying she can be or how useless she can be. How like there could have been more that could have been done with her, right? Or she could have been done differently. And this is their apology. They're like, it's like her trying something different and then failing, like she did in the base ARR story, and they're apologizing. They're like, we're sorry.
But what about Minfilia?
We'll get to her. That's a bigger problem. Minfilia is the bigger problem. We'll get to that.
Really?
But in my mind, this is like the redemption arc of Tataru. This is the turning point for her character. I love this.
No, yeah, it's good. Like as I said, like I didn't really hate Tataru, but I never took her seriously either. Like it was just like whatever.
Well, like my problem with Tataru was always that one, I never took her seriously, but she had an important role. She had an important job, and I didn't take her seriously, and that was the problem. Is that there was her role was pretty important, and because of the way that she acted, or because of what she did or what she didn't do, it made it worse. It made my view of her worse, just because of how, just everything that had happened. Hey.
Are we following?
You have to Tataru if that were true.
Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. That's something I did want to mention, that she does, she's not completely useless in Arcanima, because she does have a Carbuncle. But how can it run away if it's summon, whatever. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You are too kind, Mr. Stibbergame. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged.
Are you gonna... Tataru. Tataru is considering her next course of action and how you might aid her in it. Oh my god.
As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again.
Is she going to another guild?
Let's do this. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful. Then to Costa del Sol we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off.
Oh god, is she gonna become one of Gegaruju's dancing girls? Is that...
Oh
no.
But he only likes cat girls though.
Is she gonna get a cat outfit?
She's gonna get the ears?
Oh no. Okay, to be fair, this is where the Company of Heroes is as well. So maybe she's gonna go see the Company of Heroes.
Does she know Company of Heroes actually? Because she wasn't part of that quest line.
Well, she better know, okay? She's fucking...
we were only there with Ishtola.
All the information should be going through her. She should know everything. No excuses.
I mean, from what we know, she actually doesn't get the information. It's only the antecedent that knows things.
She's dressed up.
Hold on. Where?
Oh god, I feel uncomfortable with what I'm seeing here. Nah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Could be worse. I've seen worse. We've all seen worse in Final Fantasy 14.
No, that's okay. She's just having vacation. It's fine.
It's her beach outfit.
It's cute. I like it. It's cute.
Okay.
Look, you have to remember that she's not a child.
She's not a child. She acts like one, but she's not a child. Okay, great.
Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the drowning wench told me to look. There is a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off.
I'm confused. Is she getting the pearls as a substitute, or is she getting the pearls to help her fight as an arcanist?
Yeah, it sounds like she's just getting pearls to like give them to Mielikka or something. What fortune! I've already found one! Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? It should only take a moment.
They hear it.
God damn it, Quackers, don't step on her. Oh, she's having trouble.
Oh.
Oh, hello there. Maybe my frame rate or something.
Cutscene.
Well fought, Mielikka, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for their reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right. Well, I mustn't keep Flammy waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the Scions in the Lominsan markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent, and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Mielikka, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Don't drown.
I was gonna say, are we gonna like keep the camera on her and then like a crab comes out and attacks her? Like,
that was a weird cutscene, by the way, where like they zoomed in on her. Like it was like, what are they suggesting?
It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird because I feel like it would have deserved that if we got a full character arc, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Like, we got half an arc. I'm disappointed. I thought that she was gonna go back, but she also just said that she's gonna be away for a while. So I still hope that she does learn something, and she actually, you know, grows a little bit more as a character. Otherwise, I feel like this was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like, I
it's
hope
kinda
something
weird.
comes from this.
It was like maybe too rushed. I don't know.
No, like she hasn't accomplished anything yet. She gave up on becoming an Arcanist and she got pearls. Kuro.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what? So I hope that she does more off screen, and then when she comes back, it's like, hey, you know, I'm a conjurer now. Or, I don't know. I'm a white mage. I'm a blue mage. I'm a red mage. I'm something.
Imagine her being a blue mage. It would be fun.
It'd be better than nothing. I'd be okay with that.
Nobody's home.
No one is home.
Tell me when you're ready.
Ready?
Welcome home, Mielikka. I gather you found Tato in Salominsa. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure. And while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request.
While others look forward to the impending royal banquet, Minfilia cannot help but look to the past. What do you mean the banquet? We just... Wilfred's dead!
No, nobody noticed.
God damn.
The recent events weigh heavily on our minds. We must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard. The first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in a common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations close together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Javanians and Ashians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the Primas still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies, broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes, in this very room, our dear friend Mondrida. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. That lighting makes her so creepy. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataro and Lamin a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Why would she leave the note at her office though, and not at the desk?
What are link shells?
What a link show, yeah.
What are link shells? What are they? Who knows?
Cutscene.
Oh, okay, here we go. Off to the big soiree, Light. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind? There should be something on your mind, buddy.
I mean, I feel like he knows, huh?
By the navigator. Wilfred's dead?
Wilred.
God's damn. I know what I said. God's damn it. They must know they've been rumbled. I mean, sod it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. It is. We've been very annoyed. Speak to us. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from. So I had to dig around. On the quiet side. And sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. A daft name for a business if ever I heard one. Which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right.
Hold on. Where wasn't that like also Rio's job to like check everyone before the Crystal Bracer founded?
Yes, that was the point.
job.
The whole point was to make sure we weren't going to be corrupted like this, whatever.
Good job.
So, I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. What I'm finding silly about this explanation is that it sounds like if the organization names were boring, then he wouldn't have noticed. That's the concerning thing.
That's very concerning because like why would they make stupid names? They could have just made any other name.
Yeah. As in it's concerning that that's what tipped it. He should have been smarter than this. But
Yeah, like I thought he would be like checking everyone and not just like, oh, this is a funny name. Like, no, you should check every donation. Like, what the fuck?
Oh. I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. You are? This is on you, buddy. Short of calling one of his businesses the bloody bribery consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions.
Hold on. Who's the one in charge of the donations? Is it Tataru?
Look, we've just gone. We're trying to redeem her, okay? We'll give her a break on that one. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You know,
Alright.
the desk is too high. She can't read what she's.
I mean, I thought she was like about the accounting and stuff.
No. Moving on. The gods know. The gods only know how many men of the first and the third are taking Delegi's coin.
Yes.
But now we know, as some of them are, I'd wager, I'd wager me right eye that they're the ones what did for Wilfred. And it makes sense. If you remember Wilfred, he was the leader of the third.
Mhm.
But he's also talking about the first, and the first was led by the
Ilbert?
falafel.
No, it wasn't.
The falafel.
Not Ilbert? Was Ilbert the second?
Falafel was the first. But it was falafel first, Wilfred third. Yeah, I think Ilbert was second. Maybe I'm mixing up Ilbert and the falafel. It's possible.
Because I thought Ilbert was like the highest in command, so he would be first then, right?
Maybe. I'd wager me right eye that they're the ones that did for Wilfred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions, bound to attract attention. He was. I should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what the Legio hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this. So we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that, you have me word.
Why are we not bringing this up to Alfina, by the way?
And Light, mind yourself with when you're in Ul'dah, eh? We're headed into a storm. I can smell it. The kind what'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it.
Why are we not informing anyone about this? Like Alfino.
I think in relation to the story, it's too late. You know, what are link shells?
I mean, yeah. What are
they,
link shells?
they really should never have introduced link shells. They're causing more problems than.
Pray
than
return to
not.
the waking sands.
Yeah. If only there was a way to communicate with each other over long ranges, over long distances. I wish they invent that technology.
Yeah, I know, right? Unfortunate.
It's a shame, really.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's only like medieval times. They have to wait for stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Such a shame. We have teleport, but no communication. It's
Yeah. But like regarding that, I'm pretty teleport over to Ul'dah. I'm pretty sure that is their rationale. As in, their rationale is that all of this is kind of happening at once. Like they're already like Alphinaud's already in Ul'dah. Everyone's already going to Ul'dah. You're finding out about this. It's too late to contact them. Theoretically, like so we just gotta go with it.
Hold on. Are we going to the banquet now?
Yes.
We need to dress up. We're going to the
Yes.
banquet.
No.
Yes.
I'm fully prepared for a fight. Okay. It's this is the climax right here. This is the This is the equivalent to the Red Wedding. Like we have been edging for the past 4 months. Like we've been slowly finding out about Ilberts and how corrupt the Crystal Braves are and how they're taking money from Elegi, get Elegi, whatever his name is. What's his name?
Adeji.
Adeji, what?
Adeji.
Him. Yeah, we've known that he's been a bad guy for a while, and he's like corrupting the Sultana, and the Sultana's gonna do something soon as well. And we know that the falafel, something's wrong with him. What's his name? Ishgard? No.
His name is Ishgard.
What's the falafel's name?
Here first, the falafel. His name is Ishgard.
The falafel's name who works under Ilbert. What's his name?
Yayakusa?
What?
Yayakusa?
Yuka?
I think it's Yayakusa or something like
Yakuza? No, it's not. There's no Yakuza in there. Otherwise, we'd be making more fun of it. No, this is something else. What's his name?
Something similar. Yuyuhasa?
Yuyuhasa! Yes! Okay, Yuyuhasa, there we go. Like, Yuyuhasa, we still don't know. Maybe Yuyuhasa's like Wilbert, and he doesn't know. Maybe he does know, we don't know. But it's all leading up to this. It's all leading up to this. Are you ready, Kuro?
Hold on. I have to write down this code. Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay. Let's go. Hey.
Huh? Yeah, I'm ready.
Just making sure you had your bow out.
Why do you not have your bow? There you go.
I've got it out. I've got my bow. I've got my battle duck out.
The battle duck.
So we're about to quack on some fools. We're in the viper's nest, you know.
The vipers have
Alleged,
nests?
yes. Alleged, he's here somewhere. You know, Alphinaud's gonna get stabbed again.
Again?
Alphinaud's actually not even here.
Oh yeah, do we talk to them? Yeah, where is Alphinaud?
right-
That's a good point.
Right to left.
If I did not know better... What? Yeah, if I did not know better, I should think our bard had run afoul of another jilted lover. What? Hold on. Who's bard? Who's the bard?
I don't know. Is that? No, just my imagination.
It's
Pay no attention to me. Just a habit from my misspent youth, looking over my shoulder from time to time. Mate, we're about to get stabbed.
It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food. But will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be before or after the food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun. But
True.
neither is being hungry.
True.
What to do?
She knows. She knows
This is
what
where I
she's concerned
remind
about.
you when we had to talk to the sieves, she would pretend she is injured so she wouldn't have to dance.
Ah, I do hope Ul'dah is not under the impression that we are here to make merry. We are ostensibly the antecedents escort after all. Alright. Group, we're gonna have to fight in there, right?
I don't know if in there, but maybe when going out. But yeah, I think it's likely that we will have to fight there.
Do you think the other leaders are actually gonna be there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure about Ishgard, but the leaders.
Do you think Alfred is already captured?
That would be interesting. That would explain a lot because we haven't seen him for a while. So it's possible.
I'd like it if he was captured already. I'd be disappointed if he's just sitting there. Okay.
I mean, look. We have been waiting for you, Mielikka. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Huh?
What?
I wonder why.
Why?
Okay, hold on.
Just get it over with. Just get us in there. God.
Hold on. Since when does Momodi command us? I thought we were under the command of the Scions. Why are we
Who's
being taken like somewhere else by somebody unrelated?
Who's Momodi again? Is that Mother Mion's
Yeah,
equivalent here?
yeah.
Okay. A hero must go wherever he is needed, and according to Minfilia, you are needed elsewhere.
That's very suspicious. We will go on ahead, Mielikka. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved.
That is so disappointing, because that means we're gonna miss out on the fight.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what's gonna. Sorry. That's probably what's gonna happen. That they're gonna fight, and we're just gonna find out after the fact. That, like,
Yeah.
and I'm betting now that like Momodi didn't actually request us, and it was someone
No,
else.
yeah. We're gonna show up, and she's gonna be like, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's
ask
like you can see it, like from a mile away. It's like.
Give my thanks to give my regards to Momodi, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. Is he also sleeping with Momodi?
No. But she knows him. She knows him. Because if you remember, like he's managing
Let's
the things in
go.
Ul'dah.
Let's go. Let's see if they actually called for us. But yeah, if she didn't call for us and if it was a trap up there, I'll be disappointed just because that means we won't get to see the cutscene where we get ambushed and everyone has to fight. Like that's
Yeah.
the sad part for me. Like I just want to see that.
Yeah, like that would make sense. But,
It's like their budget can't afford it, so it's gonna happen off screen.
yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell, Square? Show us.
But it was like I can feel it. We're almost there.
Oh, go for it.
I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Mielikka. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alian, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself.
Is she dead too? She's the leader of the 4th Legion.
I mean, she was, yeah, she was also like not part of the scheme, so it's possible. Well, anyway, she came round for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made for your grand entrance. Oh, does she know?
Yeah.
Does she know? Is it a warning? Meet me at the station west of the coffer and coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd thought those signs of a troubled heart, But something tells me she ain't planning to ask your thoughts on a gentleman caller. Yeah, it looks like she knows.
I had different dialogue.
Oh, what did you have?
She said, "I don't." Let's see. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought that those signs of a troubled heart. But something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love.
Yeah, I guess because of gender, you get different dialogue.
Hey, okay, this way. Why is she waiting outside of Ul'dah? I mean, okay, nah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
The safest place to be in Ul'dah is outside of Ul'dah.
that should be a quote. Hold on, I'm writing that down. The safest place in Ul'dah. Side of Ul'dah. Makes sense.
I just don't like this because we're missing out on everything in the feast.
I mean, like technically, like the Scions should be capable enough of fighting themselves. Like after all,
They should.
They went there as bodyguards. Like they specifically
Like-
said that their duty there is bodyguards.
That's why I wanted to see them fight. I just wanted to see them fight. Alright, we're waiting at the train station.
Why are we waiting at the train station?
We're waiting for the train to show up.
But since when?
As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon, the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Eliane. She's dead!
What the-
She's dead! Okay, let's we're standing around her a little bit longer. We're getting an ominous feeling. We're like, hold on. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kikirn and the buzzing of Sirfids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Who is this? who is this?
This is I think he's a former woodwhaler.
Okay. What? Is that you? What brings you out this way? Oh, it is. So the pole and everything. I recognize that face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a woodwhaler who was like conspiring with the Garleans, and then we like brought him back.
Lieutenant Eliane? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot about a dozen times. We're to patrol the city environs, on account of the royal banquets. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be there with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Ul'dah, Light. If I chance to meet the lieutenants, I will tell her you were here. And what about when you find her dead body?
Is he conspiring again?
The look.
Goddamn.
Oh, they know how to use link shells.
Did
That's the
they
difference.
use link shells?
The bad guys know how to use link shells.
This is why
we
they
have
are-
no idea.
This is why they are better organized, because they actually use what they have. Hold on, we see Sultana.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Okay, this was it. Why did we get that random flashback? Or flashback? Flash 2? Question mark?
It's been months since we've spoken about the Sultana, but if you remember, like way back when she was deciding to step down, it's still that thing where it's like, why are you stepping down? You're the Sultana. Like you have power, and just giving up is such a shitty thing to do. Like ugh,
Yeah.
ugh.
It's
Ugh.
like it just doesn't solve anything.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
pathetic,
cool.
you know? It's like, hey, you're the leader of the people and you feel powerless, so you're just gonna give it all up instead of fighting, you know, and working with Roban and all this stuff, you know? Like even Roban's doing what he can, like he knows his limitations. If you remember, like he was getting upset and all that stuff.
I mean,
Like he's
Rauban is a
trying.
good leader, like all things considered.
Yeah.
Like he fails at things, but like he's trying to do them, you know?
Yeah. He's aware of his flaws as well. Like that's what makes a good character, is that they have flaws, but they, you know, try to like succeed despite of them, in spite of them. Anyway, let's go. Let's help on. Anyway, so Eliane's dead, right? 100%. She's dead or captured. You know, one of the two.
Probably dead. I don't think they leave loose ends. I think they just kill them.
They should. If they're good at what they do, they should just kill them.
So are we going to Ul'dah?
Yeah, where do you think we're going?
No?
I don't know that. We can't go in the way that we went. That's what they're thinking.
Ah,
That's what they're gonna be waiting for
True.
us there.
Sure, that would be suspicious.
Exactly. Coming another way. They're expecting us at the western gate. I mean, the eastern gate. But yeah, it's just sad to me because this is something that I was talking to you about. I like introducing side characters and making them like regulars. Like I liked that they were introducing, you know, the Hori Boulder, and I liked that they were introducing Yu Hasa and Elaine and
Yeah, and
Wilfred. Like I don't like that we're losing them so soon.
Yeah, like they don't need to be like, you know, always in the center of attention of the main quest, but like just you know, you interact with them every now and then.
Yeah, like I appreciate like getting all these side
This way,
characters
right?
and interacting with them a little bit and getting to know them over time. But like, yeah, we're just losing them. They're all just dying. What's up?
We're going to Momodi first.
Oh, true. I just want to go to the fucking feast. Okay, I'm hungry. Haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, I've been just waiting for the feast, huh? I reckoned you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alian. What's the matter? No appetite?
She's dead.
So, she wasn't there, but this was... let's see.
Poison?
Looks to me like an alchemist vial, but beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. En route, no use worrying about Alian. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. I don't know, Momodi. I don't know.
Judging by Momodi's grin, your star could not rise any higher.
Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems Her Grace desires a private audience.
When are we getting to the feast?
Look, we're gonna get there and all the food is gonna be eaten.
Oh my god.
Types in the chat. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So, what are you waiting for? Go on then, go!
Also, Potato, I was referring to my in-game character is hungry, okay?
Yeah.
God, that dress makes her look like she has a
You
big
needn't
butt.
trouble yourself so. Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light. I am.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
So, Lit.
All right, let's go. Yo.
Lit. If the matter was not serious, then why did we delay?
Serious. It's very serious. Let's go.
No,
Good, let's go before they all die.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Milfilia is like, oh yeah, it wasn't serious, but I sent her away anyway. I'm like, what? Why?
I was surprised to see Sir Aymeric there.
Yeah, me too.
Because of that, a little cherry on top, bring in Alfinod's sister. Just have everyone there. It's the end of a realm reborn. Bring everyone in, you know?
But also, speaking of which, why are there all those people there? 'Cause they're like not related. Like are they like merchants or something? Like who are those people?
Yeah, I'm sure they're like part of the syndicate or whatever, you know, like.
I don't think they should be there.
They shouldn't be there. I also thought that this was gonna be like a private like feast, a private banquet.
Yeah, I thought
so
it was
odd.
like for the leaders, right?
Yeah.
What are all those
Like
people?
I don't think, like even though there's probably like a bunch of merchants and all that stuff there, they probably shouldn't be there, which is a bit weird. But anyway, did you see Roban there? I didn't see Roban.
No, I did not notice Roban, but I also wasn't paying that much attention to him, so I didn't notice. Thank you for coming, madame. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith.
To the chamber! It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay, hold on.
Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay. I have snacks.
Give me 1 moment. I'm gonna
I'm
get
just
some
gonna
water.
sit more comfortably. 20 minutes to 30 minutes.
20?
What?
It better be good. We need to kill some people.
Okay.
When things need to pop off, people need to die. Okay.
Hold on,
BRB.
light.
Yeah, what's up?
Important note.
What's up? Okay.
Because this is so long.
Predictions.
Hold on, before predictions. Because this is so long, can you like not stop in the middle? Because I just play the whole thing and then talk about it. Because we're gonna be like really out of sync.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay. So obviously there's gonna be an attack. Obviously everything's gonna be revealed. People are gonna find out that the Crystal Braves are corrupt, and because of that, it's gonna cause issues. Because the Crystal Braves were supposed to be founded by Alphinaud, and they're supposed to be like this group that protects everyone and unifies everyone. And because they're gonna be corrupt, it's gonna break up all of that.
Yeah, like remember like when the Alphinaud said that they are like funded by Syndicate, but they check them to make sure it's not corrupted, and like then it turns out that they are corrupted, and everybody will doubt Alphinaud, and like basically everything is gonna crumble.
Yeah, exactly. But
Do you think Ilbert will appear himself?
he has to, 100%. If wait, 30 minutes, Ilbert has plenty of time to show up. This is fine. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think anyone important is gonna die. But let's see.
Yeah, maybe not die, but they make it hurt.
Yeah. I hope Alphinaud gets stabbed.
I mean, it would be weird if someone died as an intro to the next patch, right?
Maybe. I don't know. It better be good. This needs to be good. I told you about it before. We've been edging for 4 months. There's been a lot of lead up. The climax better be worth it.
Yeah, they better solve it properly.
Yeah. It's gonna be a nice wrap up. Nice wrap up to Everyone Reborn. I'm gonna get some water. BRB.
Okay. I have my water, so I'm good. So how are you, chat? And yes, I'm still coming back in my thoughts to that part where I was thinking on stream awfully. I don't know why I did that, but you're welcome. Yeah. Hold on. So we got 2 new members on Discord. And they're saying they're gonna be playing soon. So that's cool.
Ah.
Are you back?
Yes, I'm back. I was just gonna say that I wish Thancred died, but I don't think he will because
No, I don't
we've been
think
quote unquote spoiled, and like we know he's in future expansions. So.
Yeah, but also I don't want Tancred to die here because, as you said, like he had no chance to redeem himself. So I feel like it would be kind of a waste. I feel like we saved him and then he did nothing and then he died.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Feeling.
he can redeem himself in 30 minutes.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like if he just dies here, like it would be.
No, yeah. It would have to. Obviously it would have to be done well. It would have to be done well, where he redeems himself as one of the Scions, as a good person.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Are you ready?
Oh boy, am I?
Okay.
Let's go.
Proceed to the Sultanate's bed. Oh my god. To the bed chamber. Let's go.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in and take your ease.
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde." And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. 'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Your Grace! Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide! Men, arrest this viper!
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away!
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Ul'Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Ul'dah!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be. Nanamo. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Ul'dah. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say her grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them! You've been in league with the Scions all along!
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Oh, Raban!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die! never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Ul'dah.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Nymphelia.
Hydaelyn, she speaks to me. No! I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Taleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard! I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but 'twould appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Ul'dah. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Ul'dah that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Hello. Am I past Kuro? I am. Oh, okay. Hello? Goodbye. You're muted
I'm
if you're speaking. Yeah.
Nice. I was gonna say, do
Hey,
you want
we-
to talk about it, or do you want to just keep going?
That's a good question. Do we want to talk about it, or do we want to just keep going?
Let's keep going. Like it has to end somewhere, right? Unless you want to talk.
You go first.
Me go first? How could that happen? We could have never predicted that.
There were some highs and there were some lows of what we just saw.
There
were
a
some
lot
good
of
moments. There was some good, like yo. When I was talking about it when it was happening, where how Adeleji was like antagonizing Rauban. I'm like, mate, you don't want to be doing that right now. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then when Rauban snapped, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's gonna snap. Maybe we have to maybe people are gonna step in and stop him. And then he killed Adeleji. I was like, no, what are you doing? As soon as that happened, I'm like, mate, the fuck do you think you're doing? And then everything popped off. And I liked all of that. I like all of that was fine.
I even liked that he killed Adeleji. It was fine to me. Like story wise, character wise, it made perfect. I cheered for him. Look, I cheered for him. Like we can leave the whole Ul'dah to burn. Like it's going to hell either way. We just have to support Rauban.
Sure. Like, as in, character-wise, it made perfect sense. 100%. It made everything that happened with Rauban made perfect sense. But I was like, no, like, if you kill him, then there's not going to be, like, a trial. There's not like you've just like, ended any kind of, like, negotiations that are possible.
I mean, do you ever expect a trial in how Ul'dah looks? Like, as I said, Ul'dah is going to hell. There's nothing left there.
True. And then he went for Lolorito, and I was like, no, don't touch him. And then Ilbert jumped in. I was like, let's go.
No, I would. That would be sad if he just like killed both of them.
Yeah.
Like, not that I like Lolorito because I don't, but like it would be too much if he just killed like all of them one by one.
Yeah. And then he went Super Saiyan and he started fighting one-handed. I was like, this is great. This is beautiful.
No, yeah.
This is nonsense,
Look,
but this is what we love.
I really like Rauban as a character, so yeah, I enjoyed that. And I also really like that, like, he didn't just go like full like berserker, but like he was like, you know, he was fighting, but then he also like released us and like do this for me, like I'm just gonna like, you know, like he was fighting his fight, but like he still has the clear thought of like, hey, like those are my friends and you need help. So like, I appreciated that they didn't just make them like a dumb tank, you know.
Sure, but I was okay with everything that happened up until that point. Up until that point, it's like, why are we not fighting with him? Right?
Yes.
Like
I was
Yeah,
I was saying that, and the Saiyans are just standing there watching. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. It made no sense. It made absolutely no sense.
Like, you can't say that they are like trying to be neutral because they're literally being arrested. They're like the time of neutrality is past.
Well, as soon as Adeleji died, that's when the time of neutrality has passed. That's when the line has been crossed, and it's like, okay, now we can fight.
Yeah, like the rules don't apply anymore.
Yeah. The only way that this would have made sense story wise, obviously they didn't do it, but it's what they would have had to do this story wise, is if they made it so that weapons were not allowed.
Yes, I was thinking
in the
about
Queen's,
that.
like, yeah, for the feast. Yeah. Like if their weapons were confiscated, then you have a lore, like a story reason as to why we didn't fight and we had to run and then had to like go collect our weapons or something.
Then again,
right?
do they need weapons?
Apparently no.
Exactly. Like,
not all, only most of us, but not all of us. Like Y'shtola, I don't think she needs a weapon.
Papalimo needs a weapon because Papalimo actually uses a weapon, but Y'shtola is doing magic with her hands. So unless she has something on her hands, who else? Tancred uses daggers, so he could probably be about as good in fist fight.
I mean,
Ul'dah
you could argue
that
he
fighter.
You could argue that because he's a rogue, he like snuck them in anyway. He could have had his daggers, whatever.
Yeah, but also like, okay, Tancred can like looking for an escape route made sense, especially because he is kind of local at this point. Who else was there?
But yeah, as you said, Ul'dah, she could have fought without anything.
Yeah, like I don't understand why we just stood there and did nothing.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid. But that's why for me, like at that moment, that's when everything started going downhill, because let's not get ahead of ourselves. The death scene. The queen, the sultana's dead. The sultana's dead.
Yeah, and
She's gone.
like the moment like they showed the wine, I was like, oh. Like I knew exactly what was going on, and before we went to the banquet, I wanted to say that, but like there was no time. That I don't like that we went to Momodi with the flask, and he was like, oh, like this is something I don't know, but keep it. I'm like, why? Why would we keep that? Like I was very surprised. Why would we keep that? And if we keep that, I was surprised since we had all this time to go around Tanalan. Why didn't we have time to go to the alchemist here to ask what's up?
Nah, I mean that's fine.
Like this was,
I mean,
like it was like an interesting setup, huh?
yeah, I mean, there's always a lack of investigation here in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, but that's the problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed the death scene. It was fine for what it was. I feel like a lot of the writing there was really sloppy, but it was fine. Like just because of how things wound up, it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what was said. I'm a little bit confused because I don't know if she needed to die. Like I'm confused because if you remember, Adeleji convinced her to step down as the queen.
I mean, we
right?
don't know
So-
that, but that's what we assume.
Well, he did, and she was going to do that, which is what he wanted anyway. So I didn't see the purpose as to it.
I mean-
I would assume that it would have made more sense if she calls us in, we have a conversation. I convince her that she shouldn't
Yeah.
like give up the throne, and then like, because her handmaiden is there, she makes the decision to poison her, and then that's like plan B. Like in
Maybe-
case she doesn't go for it, then we kill her. Like
Maybe
in
not
case she
not-
changes her
maybe
mind.
not that the handmaid decides, but like maybe like Adeleji like finds out that she invites us, and like that she invites us to like for like an advice or something, and then he like maybe gets suspicious. That would make more sense.
Sure, as in like the thing is that this should have been plan B. I assumed that her giving up her throne was plan A. Like I assumed that was like what they wanted. So I didn't understand why she was doing that, and they were gonna kill her anyway. They were gonna kill her, so it didn't even matter that she wanted to give up the throne.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It
Like,
didn't matter.
Yeah, it was stupid. Yeah, it was like a complicated way to kill her anyway. It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the whole point was to set up all the scions so that they don't mess with things.
But that didn't. Her giving up her throne didn't have anything to do with any of that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That maybe he was like, okay, by the way, while this is happening, I can also set up all the scions so they don't like disturb them.
Sure, but like again, her wanting to give up her throne didn't have anything to do with that. I was very like they even kind of alluded to it in some of the dialogue. It hurts story-wise when you see these characters that are meant to be incredibly strong like struggle against regular soldiers.
Yeah, exactly. That was the moment when they were like, bring the prisoner, and they like throw your character tied up. I'm like, I fought several primals by this point, and like I fight like beasts and men alike for a living, but one guy just tied me up.
No, like that's fine. As in like I assumed that we willingly allowed ourselves to be tied up.
I guess so, but like
right?
afterwards we also don't do anything.
Sure, but like that's fine. The problem was that there was no reason for the Scions to be split. Like you need to give a good reason for them to split up, right? You need to give a good reason. And what would have been a good reason, and what I was hoping for, but they never did, was that this is when you bring in named characters. This is when we're being chased out of the chamber, right? And then Yu Yu Hasa shows up. You know, we know him. He's the leader of the Legion or whatever. Like, he's meant to be good at what he does. Okay, now Ul'dah stops, turns around. I'll hold him off, right? That's what you do. You
like
know,
more personal
shows...
rather than like technical.
No. Both. It's personal, and this person is meant to be a stronger foe than your regular soldier.
I mean, he's
you know?
only
like,
pulling the strings. He's not a fighter himself,
No,
necessarily.
he is. Yu Yu Hasa's a fighter. What are you on about?
Yeah, but like him alone is not like something exceptional. He's just one of
Sure,
many.
but that's better than no-name soldiers, you know? Like you want a reason, you know, you throw him in, throw Ilbert in. Obviously you couldn't because Ilbert was apparently fighting Roban, but like I don't know, just throw in other people. Who was the other one? If they didn't kill Wilfred, you would throw Wilfred in there, but they killed him off. So they fucked him up. No, you the Lancer, the Lancer, the ex,
or whatever his name was.
yeah, him. Throw him in. You know, maybe it's him and Yu Yuhasa, and they're like, all right, Papalimo and Yuda, we're gonna hold them off, right? Because then there's a reason for it. Otherwise, it's like regular soldiers show up, and they could have just closed the gate, and they would have never.
Yeah, they could have closed the gate on the other side.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they could have done. That's all they should have done.
Like I also did that. Like I understood as a narrative point that like they wanted like the sacrifice of like other sides, but like on a strategic point, like I don't understand why they left, because like if they all run together, like they have higher chances to like defeat the next ones, right? Because this is not the last soldiers that are in Ul'dah.
No, but that's why you need to put in like strong foes there to give
but that's
them
what
a
I mean.
reason
Like
to split up.
as it was, like there was no reason for them to stay if they could have just closed the fucking gate.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem with the scene. And that was the problem with the other scene as well. It's like Thancred and Y'shtola stayed back, even though Y'shtola alone could have brought down the tunnel anyway. Which means, like, why did Minfilia stop if the tunnel was literally brought down? And they didn't show anyone was coming, so she had no reason to turn around either. Like, it was like, what? Like, it was just poorly done.
Yeah, like I mean, Y'shtola did need protection because it took her a while to cast.
It only took her a while to cast because she was talking with Thancred beforehand. If she wasn't talking with him, she would have started.
I mean, he was holding them off.
Yeah, and that time that he spent holding her off, she probably could have already started the incantation well beforehand. Like, there's no, it's not good enough. It's not good enough.
But then, like, as that scene was happening, as she was talking about how she doesn't want to get entombed with him for all eternity and how that sucks and stuff, I'm like, do you remember Eaterites? Is that not a thing anymore?
Nah, it's fine.
It was like, don't we like teleport all over the world constantly?
Like, you know, okay, no, okay. You know who should have been there? Specifically in the tunnel, what would have been cool if the Ice Queen was there. Ice Queen shows up.
Why would she be there though?
Doesn't matter. Make up a reason. Make up a reason. Maybe she was working with Adeleji. That's why they were able to organize the Dravanian attack, right? Remember the Dravanian attack brought Aymeric back, so he wasn't there. Remember? So maybe they organized with her to make that attack an actual thing, and then
for all we know, that attack was also fake.
Sure, but if it isn't, then you can bring in the Ice Queen, and she's a strong enough foe because she's like almost maybe even primal level for the fuck we know. That okay, now we have to stop and we have to like fucking collapse the tunnel because she's coming, and as she's walking through the tunnel, like the sewer water is being frozen and all this shit. And it's like, oh fuck, right? Like have danger. There was no danger. There was never any danger. It didn't feel like there was ever any danger.
It didn't feel like that like life and death scenario. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. Ugh.
also, I would say I like Alfino as a character. I also was very disappointed at him.
When the Alfino character was walking just now towards us, I thought that was gonna be his sister.
Me too.
I thought
same.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. It's she's back. Let's go. And then it's like, oh no, it's Alfino.
No,
so.
But how did he escape?
Yeah, well, apparently Roban's son broke him free.
Yeah, but why? Like, more than whatever. But like,
yeah,
I was very disappointed because when he was like. When he got a report from someone, he like told me, "Yeah, there's nothing to worry about." Like it looked like he was suspecting something, but then he went there anyway on his own, and he got ambushed. I'm like, really?
I feel like story-wise, it would have been great if it was Alfino's sister as well, just because you could almost perceive it as if, okay, first expansion of Realm Reborn, that's like Alfinod and him in charge of stuff, and we got a little bit of his sister in the side quests, and now next expansion, Heavensward, now he and everyone else is captured and stuff. Now you spend most of the time with his sister instead, and now she's gonna try and fix things, or we do things her way now, and then afterwards, like obviously we can unite them again. But it would have been a cool like passing of the torch from brother to sister, from expansion to expansion. But he's free, so we can't do that. So.
That's it. I did appreciate that she took care of him in a way.
Yeah, but she hasn't even shown up yet. Like
I know, but I like that accent. That she was actually thinking about things and not just her personal stuff. Because for a long time it seemed like she was very focused on just her personal agenda and not so much on the grander scheme of things.
Well, that's why she should have shown up. That's why she should have been here.
Maybe.
Shaking my head. Also, I was waiting for Boulder to show up. I was waiting for Boulder to show up with the rest of the Scions and like save us or something.
Are we gonna find him dead?
I doubt it.
That would be pretty disappointing.
But like it was weird that he didn't show up. Like he should have been here. Like.
Yeah, true. But I mean, maybe he's there. Maybe this is who we're meeting.
Maybe. Well, as in, I would have liked it more if instead of Alfinod and Rabon's son here, it would have been Alfinod's sister and Boulder, and both of them showed up here.
I don't know if she knows Boulder.
It doesn't matter. She would have found him. They have to know each other. They have to be on a personal basis.
How do you know who to trust, though?
She knows.
Sure.
God. Anyway. Yo, what happened to the Aura? Remember the Aura who was supposed to be part of us? Yeah, what happened to her?
I don't know. Maybe that's who we're meeting.
Why wasn't she there?
Because she's a ninja.
Ugh.
Also, can we give Alfino a hug? That is also another question. Seems a bit broken.
Also, I'm disappointed that it would have been so much better if this wasn't Raban's adopted son.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? It was like such a random thing.
Nah, I was expecting Roban and Sultana's son.
Do you think that's possible, though?
I didn't care. That's what I wanted. And apparently, and I almost got there, but apparently he's adopted. It's like, what? Why not? Why not just make him the son of the Sultana, and that makes that connection so much stronger. And the fact that she's dead now gives him more motivation, right?
Yeah,
like,
and also he would technically be the heir of the throne, right?
Yeah, exactly. And there's still a monarchy anyway, so he can like take the mantle of the throne or whatever.
There's no
the fuck.
monarchy because look.
Yeah.
Ul'dah is on fire.
Also,
Ul'dah can.
I just realized that the Sultana didn't just die, but her seat just died as well because he doesn't have that arm anymore that she would sit on. It was her throne. She was dethroned.
No, she was sitting on the right hand.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I can show you screenshots.
Okay. Well then, Funada, the game developers, they chopped off the wrong hand.
I know, right?
it should have been her.
It would be symbolic,
seat.
Huh?
It would be symbolic, unironically.
But also, another thing the minor thing I want to say, I really love that they used the fucking guy from the intro in this cinematic.
Yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, it's fun. It's
I love it like that. Like like it all comes back to the very intro of the game. I like that accent.
But that's why Alfinod's sister should have been there as well.
Yeah.
You know. What's her name? Alice. That's it. I kept calling her Alfinod's sister because I forgot her name. Alice.
I mean, that's about how much screen time she got.
That's true. Right. Them soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Ul'dah and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. All right, let's go.
Okay, time to talk to Alfino and hear how depressed he is.
Oh, also, a weird thing that got tied together is when Thancred was getting shot by arrows, I was like, oh my god, he's getting Borobeard! And then when Pippin showed up, I was like, oh my god, he did get Borobeard!
Yeah, it's like, Pippin, this is wrong serious. What are you doing here?
Okay. How could I have been so blind?
Oh, cinematic.
The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Light, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alfino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Light are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Taropin, but That's you.
Who would say that?
Nah, I don't know who that is, but go for it.
That might be someone new. Alfino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting.
Sid?
Yep, it's Sid.
Yeah!
Yeah, we haven't seen Sid for years.
True, why wasn't Sid there? I feel like Sid should have been there. God. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. He just left. Truly? Then he is no merchant, but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety?
I mean, there's this airship.
I head the Enterprise, but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. To Corthus. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monarchists and the Crystal Braves.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Monarchists.
No, never mind. I was gonna say that Aymeric didn't see all of it, but he kinda did. He was there for the intro.
Corthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the monetarists and their cronies.
I'm sorry to say, Ul'dah is already going to hell.
You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, but here and in the other city-states. But know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every move, their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the monetarists claim. Marshal Taropin, I know not what to say. Now that Father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alfino. Your airship awaits.
By the way, it's gonna be kinda awkward when we then like just randomly do quests in Ul'dah while all this is happening.
Up, up! There's no race for the righteous. The rest even.
Why are people in the chat saying
Sid Pog. It is Sid. It's old man Sid. Not as old as 15. Not that old. I know him from Kingdom Hearts. God damn it, Asher, bro. Have you not played a Final Fantasy game? Mates. Kingdom Hearts does not count as a Final Fantasy game. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Harshafont. Mayhap he will know what to do. You don't know what to do? God damn it. We've been here before. We have to regroup with everyone. You know, Tato wasn't at the Rising Stone, so she's out there. The boulder. I played Crisis Core in most of 7.
Okay, I'm back. I might have been disturbed.
We're almost done. We're almost done. But an interesting way to introduce an expansion. Basically, we're exiled to the expansion.
Yeah.
We're like, there is no safe place.
We're exiled, but also like I'm pretty sure we can just go now and do quests in those cities, and it's kind of awkward.
Don't worry about it. We finish all those quests. It's fine.
Alfino is still depressed.
Master Alfino told me your tale, Light. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explained in full. In times of trouble, there are few things more precious than unconditional support. Nah, he's our boy.
Yeah, I like that Harchifon voices are back.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortom. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Great.
I love the music. That's it. Alright, speak with Afino.
Yeah,
Who managed to escape, and what of those who did not?
I was gonna say, I love how Hashefon is mocking the naming of our headquarters.
Yeah, the falling snows, let's go!
I'm like, yes! Beautiful. Hashefon is great. Can we just be adopted by him? We're staying here.
The intestary awaits. Pray do not keep your companions in suspense. I am certain their hearts will soar at the sight of you. So it's going to be Biggs and Wigs, Boulder, Tori Boulder. What's Holy Boulder's companion's name? What's his name?
Coltonet.
Coltonet, yes. Who else? Who are we missing?
Flamin.
Tataru? Flamin, true. And...
Alice?
Yeah, Alice, true. Yeah, she should be there.
Urianger,
I guess
maybe?
yeah, true, Urianger. we keep forgetting about Urianger.
I know, I'm not forgetting about Urianger.
And what's her name? Isagi? Isage?
Who?
The Aura.
Yugiri.
Yugiri, that's it. Okay, that's good. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Upon proceeding to the intestary, several cutscenes will play in sequence.
Okay, I have my
It is
specs
recommended
ready.
that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay, let's go! Proceed? Yes. We are proceeding in the direction of forward. Take us!
Let's go.
Also, we learned that the attack on Sir Imric was real.
Yeah, we did. Oh, we have to read! Oh no!
Go for it.
Alfino! Mielikka! Is it really you? Oh my. That was shiny. I'm so happy that you are...
Is that it? Where the rest?
I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. It's literally it. That's our reinforcements. We got Tato. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamin told me to run, and so I did. I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached. But I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand.
She's back.
We can actually see her for once.
She has hair.
She does. That's some interesting hair. Ah yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Emperor ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh?
So technically, we could return to the Waking Sands.
We could. Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come. But no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions, even as we speak. But we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest farther places to look. Ah, but you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts. and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the science restored to their rightful place of honor.
Come on,
'Tis
Boulder.
all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes, and look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Oh, hey. Is this the official end now? What about the previous end? Which is the real ending? Question mark.
Kuppa.
Uh-huh.
We finished the Realm Reborn!
For the second time, though.
For
How
the
does that
second
count?
time! That was the end there? Like,
Yeah, that was an interesting ending, I have to say.
yeah, I thought that I assumed that we would have more people show up. Like,
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
I thought his sister was gonna show up. Like, I thought he was gonna be sulking, and then his sister shows up and like slaps him. Be like,
Yeah,
"Get the fuck up." Like-
that would be good because remember,
Yeah.
like before he was like that for her, where he would like be like, "Yeah, sister, you have no resolve" or something. Like that would be perfect.
Am I misremembering? Did he not actually slap her? I feel like he slapped her at one point.
No,
I feel like she got slapped.
No,
I
he
remember.
didn't.
Okay, I remember
No.
there being a scene with her though, where they're like, "Snap out of it, woman."
Yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, but he didn't stop.
yeah,
her.
yeah,
He's
like,
he's like
it-
very
it-
too respectful for that.
Yeah, it would have been great for like a role reversal where then she did the same to him.
Yeah, exactly. Like that would be like full circle where like he she comes in and like she like sets his mind straight this time.
Yeah. I like this song, by the way. It's a good song.
So, to be honest, I prefer the parts of these songs without the singing.
Yeah.
Like I prefer the choral version, quiet. Interesting.
But yeah, there were some good moments here in the climax, but there were also a lot of bad, like a lot of
Yeah, it was
pretty
very
like
mixed.
meh. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad, but it was mixed.
Also, I found it kind of, I don't want to say weird, but like it was like surprising how fast Alfino kind of picked it back up. It's like, no, actually, I'm fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like he would dwell on it a bit longer, like just
And like we
think
didn't
about
see,
it
like
first.
you know what would have been great here, because I just realized that we saw Sid, Biggs and Wiggs were here, and then Wiggs would have a moment with Tato as well.
Yeah, we kind of left that hanging, didn't we?
Yeah, that would have been good.
But yeah, I like the moment with Alfino would make sense if because of Tataro like he got emotional as well, and that like kind of
Yeah.
changed. But it was just cold like change. Or actually, I think you're right. Like I feel like that scene could have been like finished a bit better.
Yeah. And also, because the attack on Ishgard was real, then the Ice Queen thing would have made sense. Just saying. Like
guess.
bringing in fucking Shiva or whatever, like to force people to stay back. Like, could have done it. Would have been badass.
I tried to sing this song once, like twice. There are some notes that are painful to me, but I can do it for the most part. I don't like singing on very high registers. It's tiring for my voice.
Yeah.
And the other
But yeah, I think what I'm most curious about is how does Lolorito come into play?
I mean, we saw him conspiring with the handmaid.
Sure, but how far does that go? Like, was he working with Adeleji, or did things just play out and he just like quickly picked it all up? Like, did Adeleji do everything, and then after he died, he saw an opportunity to just like step in?
Hold on. Was Lolorito's plan the abdication and Adeleji's plan the poison, and they just happened to do the same thing?
Fucking stupid.
It's possible. It would make more sense why they both happened.
Maybe. But yeah. Like, I'm curious about that to see where Lolorito lies in all of that. Yeah. I am Umbida died.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
Do you remember
her?
Matilda?
Yeah, I remember her.
Like there was just a lot like squeezed in.
Yeah, there was. And again, we didn't find out what happened to Boulder. The Boulder.
Yeah,
wanna
what
see
happened
him.
to Builder? He should have been here as well with Tataru.
Yeah, it should have been a reunion. All
Yeah.
the survivors should have shown up instead of just.
Yeah, I thought
Tataru
that was
and
the
that's
point
it.
of it. That like we gathered what
Yeah.
friends we still have.
Yeah, and like even hearing about Urianger should have been there too. Like just just because it would have looked better visually and stuff. Like just to have everyone.
Yeah,
back.
but I feel like also Urianger like he's very attached to the Waking Sands. I feel like it's kind of like you know like the other people like stay behind to protect theirs. Like I feel like Urianger is willing to sacrifice himself to protect the knowledge that he has there.
Sure, but that doesn't mean he won't leave the place. He's left the place plenty of times.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem
in
to
a-
like it.
Sure, but that doesn't mean you don't leave when something important is happening, like everyone else getting killed or everyone else getting captured and stuff.
I guess.
So yeah. When it comes to the broader picture, though, I think I like where things are left. When it comes to the broader picture, we always knew how fucked Ul'dah was.
Yeah,
and it's like.
I keep saying, can we just get rid of Ul'dah from the Alliance? There's nothing good coming out of that place.
Yeah, but like for A Realm Reborn to end with Ul'dah basically being taken over, I like that. It's a very bold move, and it's something that they would have never done in like I don't know WoW, for example. It's basically the equivalent of like Stormwind getting taken over. I know many years later they like destroyed Darnassus, but like that's not the same.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of like what people have been saying about like the patch progression comparison between like WoW and Final Fantasy, where like the Final Fantasy is like always like making content leading up to the next expansion, like from the very beginning.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Kata. Kata just showed up. Kata, you missed it. You missed it, Kata.
Kata, you missed it.
Shaking
You
my
missed
head.
everything.
God damn it. I was working. But we did it! We finished A Realm Reborn! It is finito!
We somehow did it. Not quite sure how, but we did it.
We're not gonna restate what we said. If you're interested in our thoughts of the climax and all that stuff, then check
There's
out
a
the
vote.
VOD.
Yeah, there's a vote.
Yeah, we had thoughts about it all.
Also,
Very
I'm
mixed
scared.
thoughts.
I'm scared about what Kata said. That now everyone is about to turn British because the voice actors change from Heavensward.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do. Like these
We'll
voice
see.
actors were only for Realm Reborn.
We'll see if it's for the better or not. I mean, there's no way that the Minfilia voice actor can get any worse.
No,
so
she can't get worse.
It's you know.
I feel like the most quote unquote worried I am about Urianger and Alphino because I think they have good voices here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Alphino's voice actor is fine.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't ruin it too much.
Yeah, because like he
I
does
can't-
sound like a teenager as he should. Like.
Yeah. He sounds like a prepubescent boy. It's good. I can't remember what Alice sounds like. I'll be honest. I can't remember.
I remember, but I don't think her voice is particularly good or bad. It's like neutral.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a fine voice.
But I enjoy Urianger's and Alphino's voices. So
Yeah.
we see how it goes.
Yeah. So Kata says it gets a lot better. I don't know. Like the problem is, I don't know if I can trust Kata because she's British, so her ears are like,
Also,
you know,
she-
they're
also-
tainted.
Also, she likes
Yeah.
Tancred.
She does, right? Like everything that she says is put into question. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Oh. But yeah. Also, something that's really weird, and they keep doing this. They keep forgetting about stuff. the dragon never spoke up throughout any.
Yeah,
of it.
I was also curious. Like, does the dragon have no opinions on this?
It was a big deal that we lost the Echo and that we got the dragon, and that didn't play into the finale at all. It's like, what? Like,
I guess they kind of left it for the expansion, but yeah. Also, Kata is saying that the Real Reborn tanker actually is a better voice actor. Oof. That's an oof.
We'll see.
I don't think he has decent voice actor in Real Reborn, so that is an oof.
You gotta remember, this is all stuff that leads into Heavensward. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you isolate themselves from each other. Like, all of this still should have, like, there still should have been something else there that incorporated that, right? So, yeah. Odge. We're gonna play the remake of Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise. I pre-ordered it. Probably not. I mean, we just finished the first expansion. There's still a lot of content left here for Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, yeah.
We're not gonna start Heaven's Ward today. In a couple of days, maybe we will.
Why not? Now I need to know.
We have work to do. We have work to do. It incorporates. Yeah, we know it incorporates into Heaven's Word. It should have incorporated into the finale. The finale of A Realm Reborn should have tied everything together, or tied everything together to lead into Heaven's Word.
I feel like that's the problem. This is not the finale of Real Reborn. Because we already had the finale of Real Reborn. This is like the finale of the thing between Real Reborn and Heavensward.
It's the final countdown. The final fantasy of the final fantasy. I am ready to skip. Skip?
No, we never skip.
I don't know how long this is gonna go for.
I don't know. Kata, how long is this gonna go for?
Like, everything is tied together. That's bad writing. Okay. We don't leave like. Oh god. Shaking my head. Shaking my head.
This can't be much longer, can it? We're already at business and legal.
True. This has the world record for the longest credits, by the way. Skip. Kupa, skip.
Okay, I don't like that, but I will skip. We could have scrolled. I forgot that you can scroll.
Too late. Oh, cutscene.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Ugh, no voice acting.
I know, right? Also, it's so dark that I can't see anything.
It is quite dark. It is quite dark. Also, Kata, it sounds like you don't understand what we're talking about. Shaking my head. We understand that 1.0 to 6.0 is all the same story arc, but this is like the end of a novel in a series of novels, right? And like that doesn't exclude you from having to incorporate certain elements of the story, to have a satisfying conclusion to like an arc. Basically, this is like the first arc. This is like, what is that? Like an anime arc, right? Anime arcs still have a finality to them, even though there's still more going on. So I recommend watching the VOD to hear our thoughts on that climax of A Realm Reborn. But let us continue. Now the white one is talking right now, right?
Yes.
Now Borealis is no more. Who?
The guy we defeated with the crystal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see? Hey, remember how Mimbrita died? now we bring it back. Borealis is no more. Oh, it's La Habrea. Oh.
Yeah.
The Ardor was... Wait, didn't we kill La Habrea?
No, because they are Asians, so they just get reborn.
No. I thought specifically we killed him because we had the Sword of Light, remember? Like, that's what they were trying to replicate when killing the guy that we just killed.
Yeah,
they were trying to replicate that Sword of Light that we used to kill La Habrea.
Yes, but apparently we didn't kill him. We only, like, casted him away from Tancred.
Okay.
Okay. Don't ask me.
Okay. No. You're right about that. We didn't fight him. We fought like him possessing Tancred.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we were specifically like made not kill Tancred.
Yeah. The Ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. I feel like they should be more surprised that one of the Ashians died. I feel like this reaction is not. It doesn't encompass what just happened. Because they're meant to be immortal, right? Like,
But they also, like, because they're immortal, like they have seen shit, right?
Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. See, they're talking about it. They need emotion.
Maybe they don't have emotion.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen them laugh. They could be happy. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will, they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Ah! I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. The post-credit scene. Oh, it just keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going. Look, they told you to reserve time.
Oh my god.
There was a reason why they said that.
It's like the fourth post-credit scene. Marvel ain't got nothing on us.
Oh, look who showed up.
Finally, he shows up. Motherfucker, where were you?
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
So, lit. Yeah. Okay, question. Quick prediction.
Uh-huh.
Why is Oriander talking to the Asians?
So there's a couple of things that we can extrapolate from that scene. One, Oriander went to them.
He was summoned.
He was summoned, which means he went to them so he can go back and forth to where they are.
Yes.
Okay. That's number one. Number two, we know that he's all about knowledge, you know, right? So obviously we can think that maybe he's not biased, or he doesn't discriminate, you know, he just wants to know things, right? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I do go with the scholar attitude, where like not even that like it's like curiosity, but like more the fact that like, you know, he seemed kind of like emotionally broken, so like maybe he's like just willing to risk it all just to get answers.
True. No, I like that more. I was about to say it's gonna be boring if it's just you know, he's a scholar, he just wants to gather information, and knowledge is all that he cares about.
Yeah, I feel like he just kind of, you know, because he's like emotionally broken, he's just like doesn't care about like his own fate. He just wants to get to it.
Yeah, you know what, Kuro, you're right. I forgot the Moonbreeder died. Oh yeah, she died. Yeah, true. No, yeah, she died. So okay, I like that. I like that more. I like the fact that because she died, and this is his way of coping. So he's like, and because Ashians are eternal, maybe he's like, maybe there's a way I can bring her back. You know, maybe he's like, he went full Anakin on us. You know, he's like, I need to stop Padme from dying. It's like, she's already dead.
Maybe, but maybe it's also more like that, like, you know, he wants to like avenge her more, like more than like just bring her back. Maybe it's like more like so her death is not in vain, and like maybe he wants to get something from it.
I mean, there's multiple different ways you can look at it, right?
Yeah.
One is that he wants to bring her back. Two is that, well, these people killed her. Maybe he wants to work with them and eventually backstab them and kill them because they killed her, right? Maybe it's both. Maybe he wants to do both at once. And I kind of like that, just because if you remember, the biggest issue that I had with Moonbreeder dying was that she was like the authority when it came to building the device that can kill Ashians. That was the problem that I had, because she was like leading that, and without her, it's like, well, then can we even replicate what she created, and can we even like continue to kill Ashians without her? That's why it was fucking stupid for her to kill herself. Like fighting one Ashian when like her brain and her knowledge is more important than killing one, because with her we can kill many, right? That was my biggest issue with her dying. So maybe with her death, Oriander also thinks the same way, and he's like, well, I know that I can't do what she did, so I need to either bring her back, or I need to use what they know to find another way, right? And just, yeah.
I don't know if I would go that deep. I've like personally, I feel like it's more like that, like he does not care about his fate anymore, so he wants to get the information from the source, and like he's even willing to, like, you know, talk with the enemy if that gets him closer to his goal.
Yeah.
And as we know, he's like well versed in like magic stuff, and he was also concealing Waking Sands. Just want to point it out. So maybe there was like a plan all along. Like like it was said that he was preparing that like from a while now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily related. I don't know
Maybe
about that. I don't think the scene of Lodorito was necessary. I thought that was...
Yeah, it was pointless.
It was just, confirmation the handmaiden was working for him.
Yeah,
it's
but...
like, well, I mean...
it was pointless that it was like split into these two scenes, I think.
Yeah, it just wasn't important, really. It wasn't as important as the other things that were shown. It wasn't deserving to be a post-credit scene.
Yeah. I feel like it
kinda
was more
weird.
like, hey, by the way, as a summary, these are the things that happened. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Also, I guess on one hand I do understand, but on the other hand I don't understand why we think that Ishgard is a safe place.
I don't. It isn't about it being a safe place. It's just where we have allies. Like I think Sir Aymeric would be on our side.
Yeah, but
so
it's just
if we're
him.
sure, but you say just him, but he has like political power, you know, and he
guess.
has like forces that serve him. So like when it comes to potentially trying to retake Ul'dah, like you know, Sir Aymeric makes the most sense in my mind. Over like. Obviously, a Harshaphon first, but then Sir Aymeric after
Yeah,
that.
like I feel like I guess time is of the essence, I guess. But like I don't know if like I wouldn't want them to settle in Kartas first and like, you know, figure out a proper plan what to do next rather than be like to Ishgard. Like,
I agree. I think that this 2-step plan should have been like a 10-step plan.
Yeah.
And it would have been cool to get everyone together here in Korthus first. And I'm hoping maybe that's what this quest line is here. Obviously, we haven't started it yet. But it would be nice if this quest line was like, all right, time to pick up Biggs, time to pick up Wiggs, time to pick up, you know, Boulder. You know, we slowly get everyone, and then together we all cross the border and we all go into Ishgard, you know?
By the way, can't wait to do my Weaver quests in Ul'dah while all of this is happening, because we now unlocked all the next quests.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, with this quest we unlocked the next class quest.
Oh, interesting. Be careful because they may send you into Ishgard. So I would recommend not not doing any of that yet until we actually get to the new zone, because they may send us into the new zone, you know. So I feel like we should experience the new zones together.
Okay.
Yes, I would advise against that for now.
I don't know why would the Weaver send me there, but okay.
What do you mean? That's where all the new materials are. What are you
You can just
talking
buy
about?
them.
No.
Also, hello Phoenix, welcome back to Final Fantasy.
Welcome, Phoenix. We made it. We made it. It only took us 2 years, almost 2 years. Woo!
Woo! Look, we'll get there.
Alright, and with that, I think we should go back home.
Do we want to... We just leave this here, right?
Yeah, we don't accept it. We just leave it. We can always get back into this room.
Okay. Let's go home.
Let's go home. Well, I was afraid we weren't going to finish it tonight.
Yeah.
When Potato told me that we had 9 quests, I was
yeah,
like,
and then
oh,
it was
no.
like no, actually 16. Okay. But no, we did it. And even with all the long cutscenes, we did it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was yeah.
Hmm?
Nah.
What's up?
And with that, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for watching our dive into a realm reborn. We have swept it up and pushed it under the rug, never to be seen again. And yeah, hopefully our trip into Heaven's War doesn't take anywhere near as long. Fingers crossed, because yeah, that took a long time. Kuro, do you think you're going to be free on Thursday? I know tomorrow we have Sparkling Tuna Cup. Day after we have a free day. Do you think we want to stream?
I mean, yeah, we could stream. Probably.
Okay. So, if everything goes well, we will have another stream this week. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how busy we are with StarCraft. So yeah, see.
And also, don't forget that free trial is once again open. So if you want to join in, you can try free trial, or you can buy the game if you want. And you can meet us at Discord, because even off stream we do like, you know, like some dailies maybe, or like crafting. So you can meet us there anyway. Like, it doesn't have to be on stream.
Doesn't. Oh, do you think Rauban is gonna go full Garrett?
What?
I think that would be too on the nose.
I don't know what that is.
Garrett is a character in Final Fantasy VII who is a little bit like Rauban, but he lost his arm, so he has a machine gun for an arm instead.
That would be silly.
Not a machine, a minigun,
That
like a
would
Gatling
still
gun.
be silly. No, I don't think he should have a gun. I don't think it's fitting for him.
Would he have like a steel arm instead?
That's more, yeah, that's more like it. Like, he's like a melee fighter. I don't think a gun would fit him.
He'd have like a
I could see
Magitech
that
arm.
happening. I could also like see him not get anything, and like that kind of be like a symbol of like losing something, you know?
I would appreciate it. That's also why I wish that he got rid of his right hand instead of his left hand, because it's like a symbol of his loss of the Sultana, right?
Yeah.
It was very important to him, you know.
Yeah, he didn't care for it.
Yeah, so that's why it should have been her seat that was taken from him. Or, hear me out, group. Do you think that because she's gone and because she wasn't able to dissolve the monarchy, when we free him, his son is going to be sitting on his shoulder instead, on his elbow?
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big scene. When he takes the throne, he becomes the king of Ul'dah, and then bam, Rauban like lifts him up on his elbow.
No, somehow it's gonna be revealed that actually it is like the Sultana's cousin, but like they didn't tell anyone, and that's why Rauban adopted him. Look,
Yeah,
he's
got
a
royal
lover.
blood in him. Yeah. I hope so. I hope that's probably the biggest the saddest thing about the Sultana's death is the fact that now Rauban's arm is going to be missing something to sit on. You know, like we needed more Malafal sitting on Rauban's elbow.
I have to say, I'm still like confused / upset about the fact that we only now we learn about his son, and that his son is part of like the highest ranks. It's not like, you know, oh, he has a son and he's like, I don't know, a weaver. Like, his son is part of the like commanders of Ul'dah, and we never knew.
Yeah.
Like, it was never mentioned.
It's just yeah.
It was very random.
It's not good writing. They just introduced him because they needed someone. They're like, oh, well, you know what? What if Rauban had a son? It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but why?
Just throw him in there.
Like, if
he was just out in war, question mark, even though there was no war to be out in.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. I don't like how they introduced him. Like, maybe like just the like maybe he plays a good role in the story, but like the introduction was very bad.
No, the introduction was lazy. It just straight up was. Like, that's just there's nothing else that could be said about it. It just is. Yeah. With that, thank you everyone for watching. Maybe we'll be back later on this week, and if we are, we will begin Heaven's War.
Yeah.
So until
Join
then,
us on Discord.
join us on Discord, and we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.
Bye.